We may not be able to travel back in time, but I found a way to get a message from my past self. So I wrote this a year ago, and today we're gonna open it together. Okay, let me read it to you. Hi, cutie. I called myself cutie. So, you made it to 2026. Praise God. I'm so curious how your year has been. Anyway, just wanted to encourage you for the new year. A pep talk from Feb 1, 2025, Kishly. I hope you celebrate all your wins, no matter how small they seem to you. Don't discount yourself. I hope you set new goals that inspire you. I hope you're ready to open your heart again this year. Also, not sure if you're still at your current job, but all I'd like to experience is to have my own space in 2026. It can be a room and still be with your family or a studio near them. Just your own safe space. And please be careful and pick who you let access your life. Wow. And please be careful and picky who you let access your life. Spend time with family and friends. Be vocal about your... What is this? Oh, be vocal about your faith. And take care of your health too, since I know you're going all out in 2025. I don't know what the future holds, but put your faith and trust in God. What's this? My handwriting is stressing me out. Keep writing to future you, okay? It's fun and it looks good on parchment paper. Not sure if you're still freelancing next year, but I am now and I have to hurry to meet my deadlines. Happy New Year! Don't forget to thank and honor God for giving you another year to live your wonderful life. Just one thing to remind you, look at your own paper. Love, Kish. So I guess I want to give some context about that look at your own paper note at the end. So I have this thing where I tend to get caught up in comparison traps, especially with social media. So for example, even if I don't desire a thing or even if I'm not interested in something, if I see a lot of people online having that thing, I kind of feel this pressure to also have it and strive for it and pursue it. For example, I'm a homebody, but every time I go online and see people traveling, I feel that pressure to also travel, even though I don't like arranging and taking care of logistics. Just because I see other people doing it, I feel pressured to do it as well. And I guess it's also a reminder to myself to keep asking myself this question whenever I want to pursue something. Do I want it because I truly, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart want it? Or do I just want other people to see that I have it? The statement, look at your own paper, has been my mantra for so long every time I slip into comparison traps. And it's inspired from the books Man's Search for Meaning and Man's Search for Ultimate Meaning, both by Viktor Frankl. And I want to read some of the other highlights that I had in those books just to refresh my memory and because I think they're very important in today's day and age. So first, let me share the quote that inspired that little mantra of mine. Viktor Frankl wrote, "Meaning of life differs from man to man, from moment to moment. Questions about the meaning of life can never be answered by sweeping statements." And my note about that quote was, if our whole life is a test, this is a great heads up. You won't find the answers by peeking at your friend's purpose. Look at your own paper. Each of us carries a unique calling that can be fulfilled by no one but us. This is both a burden and a joy, a responsibility and a privilege. I also want to share this quote, which is timely for the new year, where we're all searching for meaning and setting goals and trying to reflect on our purpose. So he wrote, we need to stop asking about the meaning of life and instead think of ourselves as those who were being questioned by life, daily and hourly. I had some notes about that where I wrote, reading Frankel's books on meaning felt like a wake up call from Providence. Often, I am guilty of being caught up in the quest for meaning that I forget to mind what life asks of me. Just as we're wondering about life's meaning, I imagine life asking us the same things. What are you here for? What good or evil will be done through your life? What healing or poison will you bring into the world? The text further talks about how life ultimately means taking responsibility. And in a world where finger pointing is the norm, I gotta admit, that concept of responsibleness is mind blowing and life changing. Instead of plainly demanding life to make sense and satisfy my thirst for meaning, I now see it both as a duty and a privilege as a human to take responsibility for my actions and the consequences of not doing so. And lastly, because I enjoyed reading back on my notes on this book, it's not entirely about you. Viktor Frankl wrote, therefore, man is originally characterized by his search for meaning rather than his search for himself. The more he forgets himself, giving himself to a cause or another person, the more human he is. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed or learned a thing or two. And I encourage you to write a letter to your future self so that your 2027 self can have something to look back on and help you reflect as you enter the next new year, if that makes sense. Alright, that's it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Bye! And there was even this verse in the Bible, so it's in John 21, where Peter asked Jesus, what about him, Lord? And Peter was talking about John in this verse. And in verse 22, Jesus replied, if I want him to remain alive until I return, what is that to you? As for you, follow me. So I feel like that's the biblical version of look at your own paper. Like our journey will be different from each other and we have unique paths to walk, and it's important to not get lost in comparison because as the Pinterest wallpapers say, comparison is the thief of joy. And